Everything about Abu Dhabi is spectacular, exciting and fascinating. From its climate and people to its architecture. Here are just some of the buildings reflected in the stunning glass facade of the Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Centre. Unsurprisingly, the architecture of the Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Centre is pretty spectacular too, as you can see behind me. So welcome to the Gulf Incentive Business Traveller Meeting Show 2013.
What's new this year? What can visitors expect? New faces. There's got a lot of new exhibitors. We actually have 70 new exhibitors participating with us this year. We have 5 new destinations with us. We have a new conference program. We have new initiatives. So some really exciting stuff going on this year. We have new networking. We have the European market focus, which is a real highlight this year. We have the launch of the IBTM meetings research report.
So Simon, this is the European market focus.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about the initiative.
Well, it's something that we introduced at AIBTM last year, and it was a great success. It's a way of introducing buyers to exhibitors from regions they might not normally think about. So for GIBTM, Europe is a growing destination for placing business into. We've seen quadrupling on the show floor of exhibitors, so we wanted to give them the opportunity to speak to buyers in an informal setting. So.
It's your first time at the show. Why do you think Madrid decided to dip into the Gulf?
There has been a remarkable increase in the Gulf countries' inhabitants wishing to go to Spain for incentive and MICE business. So, IBTM has a nice reputation. We exhibit at EIBTM, AIBTM, JIBTM. So we're missing one letter. And then we say, okay, then JIBTM should also work. That's why we're here.
Rob Nicholas, you presented some interesting research today in the Knowledge Hub at this year's GIBTM. Could you talk us through the key results?
Sure. It was great, that overwhelmingly positive generally, which we were very pleased about. Obviously, interregional business performing particularly well. I was describing the fact that it's been a bit of a perfect storm in terms of the region over the last couple of years, because the Gulf countries in particular have benefited from the wider Middle Eastern situation. So political instability in certain countries has meant a rise in business in others. And a lot of the Gulf countries are really seen as a safe haven. So we've really seen those figures looking much more positive for the Gulf, perhaps more so than for the rest of the world.
Another couple of initiatives that really caught my eye as well was the event camp, which is also extending the already well-developed educational platform of the show. Tell us just a little bit about that as well.
Event camp, we're really excited about this. This is for business professionals in meetings and events to come together to network and to learn about new technologies, what's happening in the meetings industry, social media, augmented reality. And the exciting thing here is we actually have speakers presenting from around the globe. So the conference will be streamed hybridly, and this is a first for the region.
We're bringing an event camp into GIBTM. GIBTM obviously is a huge trade event for the Middle East, and we ran our first event camp in the Middle East last year, ran it out of Bahrain with the pod in Dubai. What we're doing this year is really bringing it to the expo scene, really getting the people that are attending the show an experience of what an event camp can be. So hopefully we're going to have about 50 to 60 people in here watching camp over the 2 days, and then online we could have possibly hundreds.
You're changing the emphasis and really upping the emphasis on business travel this year as well, aren't you?
That's right. And we've always had business travel as part of GIBTM, but this year we're partnering again with ACT, so our second year with them, and obviously they're supporting us heavily across all of the IBTM portfolio of events. On top of that, Etihad, the their support has been immense, bringing in those top buyers from around the region, which is really what we're here to do, is connect the top buyers, both inbound and outbound, but both support from ACT and Etihad has been really wonderful. So we're looking forward to a really strong educational program. We have some fabulous speakers coming this year, so we do hope that this is going to be very successful from the business travel perspective.
We really discovered the difference between transient travel and meetings and events travel and meetings and events planning. And I think we also tried to explain to the folks that participated, what are some of the things that you need to look at if you're looking at trying to figure out what you're going to do with your meetings and events program.
I enjoy participating in all ACT's events. This year and last year I was also participating in all their events. And it is a professional session communicating about how to improve the business in the market here, especially MICE business.
So Beth, you are the official hosted by a program manager for GIBTM.
That's right.
Tell us just a little bit about that program.
Okay, so buyers are accepted onto the program if they have significant MICE, business travel, business to place within the Middle Eastern region. We try and get a reasonable mix of international as well as local. The local or Middle Eastern market is one that is developing, and we're very pleased that this year we've managed to achieve about a third in regards of Asia coming into the Middle East, or Asia Pacific, European, and the GCC region as well.
This is my first time here, and I'm really enjoying it. And it's a great opportunity for us to meet a lot of suppliers, since we are at the buying end right now. So a great selection of suppliers and the Knowledge Hub. Again, the session that I've just attended adds a lot of value and a lot of information about the industry itself. So overall, it's a great experience to be here.
I've been in the MICE industry for like 18 years now, and I was eager to come to GIBTM. I'm very familiar with the European edition, obviously, because I wanted to broaden my network specifically for this region. And so far, so good. The contacts have been great.
Well, there's a lot of suppliers in this part of the world that very much fit what we do, and our customers are pushing us to expand from what we do in the Australian and New Zealand markets into other parts of the world. This part of the world's opened up more so for Australia with the change in flights, with Qantas no longer going via Singapore anymore, now coming into Dubai and into Abu Dhabi. So it makes a really good, this is a really good time for us to now be here working with those suppliers and getting them into our environment.
We've had a wonderful show. The overwhelming sentiment on the show floor has been just wonderful, actually. The positive comments, business that's been done on site, actual contracts signed, hosted buyers, exhibitors, partners, hosted media. Everybody has just been fantastic this year, and I'm taking away a lot of fond memories, and also I'm so proud for my team for putting together this show. I mean, it's really been a fantastic show.